Okay, it is getting on into the middle part of December 2022, and the emerald ash borer has officially made it to my property. I knew this day was coming, but man, it hurts to see all of these trees die. So if you have ash trees and the emerald ash borer shows up, your ash trees are toast. And right here, I have a lot of ash trees on this part of the property. This is just down from our house. I was someday planning to clear this out, thin the trees out significantly, do some work, plant some more desirable trees. But there's a lot of ash trees down through there. This one is in the very edge of the yard. I put a clothesline on it because it was never going to be a great tree. And you can see what it looks like. It's not as bad up on the top, it's hard to see, but right here you can see what's happening with all the bark falling off. And if you get up on it, there's a spot that will let us in. You see that bore hole? Yeah. Emerald ash borers come in. There's more holes. There, 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 and there. You can really see they get right in behind the bark where the cambium, the live part of the tree, is at, and they just go to town chewing. And what they do is they ring the tree all the way around, where the living part of the tree can't pass nutrients up through the tree or anything back down the tree. And so the tree dies. It has no other choice. It just dies. But I've been spending the last hour or two knocking down all the dead ash trees down this holler, and I'm going to show you guys. I haven't cut every single one, and this is the only one that might have had a log in it, but it wasn't great. That is a pretty nice size trunk, and it's so sad to see the bark start peeling because the beetles are in it. And my Echo, which has been a fantastic little saw through the years, got a big time workout. I'm going to take you guys down this way, and you can kind of see some of the mess down there. It doesn't look that bad, but let me tell you, when you get up on it, there is a lot of timber down there. So this started last year or early this year, I can't remember now at this point. There's two big ash trees down the road, nice big healthy trees by water. They've been there for a long time. One of them's at least 100-year-old tree, probably more like 150. And that's not exaggerating the size or the growth of it. It just started to die. Thought, okay, no big deal. Another tree in a good location down the road died at the same time. Thought, okay, maybe it's the beetles. And sure enough, yeah, this year all my ash trees this fall started dying. So you can see right here, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh man, down there is a mess. I haven't tried to count these trees. Counting one back up there, 8 back in the yard. This spot was a bit of a mess. I had to start cabling the last few through here. And unfortunately it stripped some trees of some limbs I was trying to keep. 9, 10, 11, 12. Let's see. Get down through there. I'm telling you, it's a mess. Had some trouble TPing trees whenever I first started because timber is so tight down here before I started cutting. What number was I on? There's another one. There's another one. There's another one. Here, did I count that one? I might have counted that one already. But you can see there's a mess of timber. And the reason I cut all these at once and made this big mess is because I have to cut firewood in the dark with a headlamp every day except Saturday afternoon. And sometimes Sunday afternoon. This time of year, Sundays get busy too. So there's another one. I left that one right there as an ash tree. It isn't losing as much bark, and frankly, there are several more that I left. There's another one back over there that I left. There's 2 big ones down by the power line that I'm leaving. And frankly, I just left some because I didn't want to mess with all of them, just most of them. So here you can see that one. that one wasn't any good on the inside. It was already starting to die pretty bad. So there's another one. There's one down the bottom if you didn't see it. And there, you can see those two. Come on, focus out there, not in my hand. Those two right there, you can see the brown coming up on them. Those are big ash trees. Well, that one on the right isn't big. There's another one off on the left that I left. You can't see it from here. But that one down there is leaning out toward the power line. There's a power line cut back there. And so I'm not touching that one. I'm better at cutting trees than 99.9% of people, but I know when my ability ends. This, thankfully, got spared. I was able to fall all around that nice walnut tree, and I broke one branch out right there. So that walnut tree is going to appreciate getting all this extra light, taking these trees out. But I'm telling you, I knew this day was coming someday, but it really hurts to see this many trees die. And you can see underneath there's one, and there's another one. It hurts to see this many trees die all at once. And there's actually some more over there that I haven't messed with yet. And there's some, can't see it very good, but back up where the swing set's at and the rabbit colony, there's a few leaning over it I'm going to have to mess with. But I'm going to have to cable them over and want somebody to be home for me to do that. It hurts to see this many die at once. And frankly, I've got other stuff I'd rather be doing than cutting these trees, but ash rots quickly, and I'd like to get some use out of it, even if it's just firewood. Better than seeing them rot on the ground. So I'm having to push off stuff that I had planned for this winter just to get these cleaned up. But if you have ash trees and you're in Southwest Missouri, start keeping an eye on them, because we hadn't had a single ash tree die around here lately in the last 5 years or so, and wham, all at once they are here. And there's a few that are still hanging on, but even most of them that I thought were going to make it through this year, they're starting to show signs. So keep an eye on them and try to do something and have a plan ready for whenever they show up if they aren't there already.